Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Kazini Talks. This is a space where we get to learn, grow, and live a purposeful life. My name is Nicole, and I'm super excited to have you guys here. So, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a personal story that I've been battling for quite some time, trying to figure out whether I should share it or not. But then here I am, I've decided to share it. So, I'm going to be telling you guys how I quit my 9 to 5 job with no backup plan. So, if this is something that you're interested in watching and getting to know more details, then please do not go anywhere. Hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bells for more upcoming videos that I'm going to be sharing in this channel. Okay, so let's rewind a bit. Now, this happened just a few months back, last year, around the month of November 2023. That's when I suddenly took the leap of faith and submitted my resignation letter. So if you watched my other videos, or if you're new to this channel, you can binge watch my other content. I share a lot of information regarding career, how to help you navigate the job market, because that's something that is so dear to my heart. And personally, I've been working as a recruiter, but at the same time, I'm also a career coach. So I have a business called Kazini Consults. I'll leave the link in the description box. You can check out our LinkedIn profile. So Kazini is basically a coaching company, that helps corporate professionals be able to navigate the job market, right? So I've been working as a recruiter, and I truly love what I do. Okay. And I think one of the reasons that made me to take that step, it wasn't easy, honestly, guys. You having to turn in that resignation letter is one of the hardest things to ever do, and I never thought that I would be able to find myself in that situation. But yeah, I guess I just reached a point in my life whereby I was doing the same routines over and over again, waking up very early in the morning, prepping for meetings and things of that sort. And honestly speaking, in the beginning, yes, I was really excited about it, because again, the job has provided me with a lot of skills. I've been able to, recruit so many talent professionals out there and connect with so many people across the globe. So it has been fulfilling, don't get me wrong. However, I just reached a point in my life whereby I felt, okay, is there not more to this? Because I'm one person who is a huge advocate for personal growth or professional development, right? So even as I try to progress in my own personal life, I also want to grow professionally as well. And with my job, I just felt like I was not growing at all. I was constantly having to do things the same way, year after year, month after month, and it didn't really provide me that enough chance and room to get to explore other different challenges, get to do other different things within my field that could help elevate my career. So there was no growth opportunities within the organization for me to utilize, whether it meant even exploring maybe some courses that I could do in order to help me like elevate a particular skill or things of that sort. None of that was there really, and this was my own initiative. If I wanted to do that, I needed to put in that initiative on my own. And yes, no shade to them, because either way my experience was positive with them. However, I just felt that I needed more. It wasn't like really pushing me enough in terms of in terms of my industry. And you see, one thing also with the recruitment industry that I'm in is that this is an industry that keeps evolving and changes a lot. So some of the softwares that probably your organization uses is not what other organizations are going to be using out there in the job market to recruit. So like sometimes when you're even trying to navigate maybe applying for other jobs here and there, it really becomes hard because some of the skills that you have are not able to break through to penetrate to this other side of the market to get you employed, if you get what I mean. So I really took time and I weighed the pros and cons. It wasn't an easy decision to make because obviously, at the end of the day, your paycheck is also going to be affected, right? So I think also because of that, and even also in terms of the finances as well, I wasn't really doing well. Like, um, my paycheck also was not really increasing. There was no, like any real sense of motivation to keep me going or to keep me pushing in terms of also helping my finances to grow. Because as much as I want to grow professionally, and I'm helping your company, meet its targets and all of those things, I also need to grow too as well, right? I also need to think about myself and build myself financially as well, right? Because I also have my own personal goals. So it wasn't really fulfilling me in those aspects. And that was when, after too much thinking about it, looking at the weighing the pros and the cons and things of that sort, I finally decided to submit my resignation letter. And since then, till date, January 2024, I've been unemployed. From November till January, I've been unemployed. So, how has it been so far? Okay, so how has my journey been so far since I quit my job? So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I didn't have any backup plan, and honestly speaking, I can say it has been tough. It has been tough because I'm one person who does not like to be idle, and I'm a workaholic. I'm really, really so used to the whole workaholic environment. So me not having to have a job at the moment, like, is really weird for me. But at the same time, also, um, I don't know. I kind of also feel that I've not regretted my decision because I was really scared, to take that leap. But at the same time, I'm grateful also because since I left, I thought probably I was going to miss it so much and want to go back and things of that sort. But it's funny, guys, to be honest, I don't know. I haven't really missed it. And of course, I'm still, I had to make sure that I live in good faith with everyone, in good terms. I didn't want any drama. I didn't want any you know bad blood with any of the people that I was working with. So at least we are all in good terms, and I always check up on them once in a while, and they do too. So I'm grateful for that. And I would definitely not advise you, of course, if you are looking at leaving your job, always ensure that you live in a good way, in a respectable way, because there's no need to burn bridges out here, right? This is a very, very small world that we live in, so you can never tell when and where you'll meet somebody. So apart from that, or apart from my job, I've been also handling, or I've been in the field of entrepreneurship a bit. Now, previously, I used to be this kind of person who was fully contented with 9 to 5. No shade to it, it's good. And I never really was so invested. Like, I've never been that kind of entrepreneurship or business minded person. Not until I began, my company, Kazini Consults, a few years ago, and we just made a year. So we are 1 year old. We'll be making our second year this year. And, it just started like a joke, but it came from actually the backbone of my full-time job as a recruiter. Because being in the world of recruitment, obviously you're dealing with recruiting candidates, so you get to identify a lot of red flags, a lot of mistakes that they're making with their applications, their CVs, how they present themselves, and things of that sort. So that is what sparked the interest in me starting up my business. And honestly speaking, guys, ever since I started it, it has been so fulfilling because I've still gotten to do things that are similar to what I've been doing in my full-time job, which includes, of course, talking to people from different parts of the world, hearing their pain points, helping them, guiding them towards that career transition and things of that sort. So I'm really, really glad about it. And trust you me, navigating entrepreneurship is also not easy. It's not easy as well because, gosh, if anyone told me that entrepreneurship requires this much of work, honestly, I don't know if I would have signed up, but it is what it is. So, um, I used to think that, it was also just going to be something easy breezy, but I'm telling you, sometimes we complain that 9 to 5 is tough, but entrepreneurship is even tougher because now you have to put in the work yourself. You have to show up whether you want it or not. And at the moment, things are a little bit low with my business, because last year I had a team that I was working with, and now this year I'm transitioning. Like I'm all of a sudden finding myself solo. So it's like I'm having to again repick up myself from the surface, restart again. So it's, kind of a bit of a challenge, but at the same time also I'm grateful because either way it's also coming with a lot of learning opportunities as well. And I think I can also say that when it also comes to entrepreneurship, one of the things or one of the mistakes as well that I've been putting or that I've been taking for granted is the lack of consistency. That has been killing me so much because I guess, I was also overwhelmed. Sometimes I would also be overwhelmed with my job, my full-time job, and then also having to deal with other aspects of my life, balancing family and things of that sort. So, sometimes it would really be so tough for me to be consistent, even as you can see on YouTube here as well. I've not like really, really been so consistent with my postings and things of that sort because sometimes just life gets in the way and you're like, oh, you feel the burnout and it's not easy to keep up, right? But this year, I'm trying to learn to do things differently, and I'm trying to learn to also push myself, get out of my comfort zone. Okay. Yeah, so I'm trying to push myself out of my comfort zone because at the end of the day, we always expect to have different results. But then at the end of the day, those results that you're expecting to get will not come the easy route, right? They'll always have to come through hard work. So, what are you willing to sacrifice in order to put what you want to achieve, get the rewards and the results that you want to get, right? So yeah, so this year, since I'm currently having, a lot of free time now that I'm not working full time, I'm trying to learn to um, transition myself into doing some of the things that I never got the time to do while I still had my job, which involved things like getting to learn new skills. There are some courses that I'm currently browsing through online, and I want to spend some time with them, enrolling for them and just getting to learn and equip myself with new skills and things of that sort. And then also, I want to as well do my best to be consistent with social media, upload videos here on YouTube, create content on my other socials, which, by the way, you can check me in the description box below. I'll leave the links to my social platforms. You can check me out on Instagram, on LinkedIn. I'll leave the links down there. So yeah, so I also haven't been like really serious with my other social media platforms, and I've been so sluggish. I've been on and off. I've been giving so many excuses and things of that sort. So this year, I'm really praying to God, and I'm hoping that I can be consistent and just try to organize my workflow, my structure, because I've been also having a lot of overwhelmness in terms of trying to plan how to batch create my content, and then also restructure my business like all together. And also, currently I am in the UK. I moved here a few months ago, just last year. So I have also been interacting with a lot of businesses here, and some of them are also looking forward to partnering with me, So, but I'm still trying to reorganize all these things so that at the end of the day, I also don't have to feel like too much overwhelmed and overburdened because of arranging all these things. So yeah, guys, that's how my journey has been so far. I'll probably create another video and give you guys another further update on how my journey is ever since I quit my job. But at the moment, this is what I can share with you guys. And I hope you've been able to pick a few tips. So I think some of the lessons or values or tips that I can share with you guys is: number one, if you're in that frame where you're feeling like probably you want more in life, it's not a crime for you to go ahead and explore those options. Now, hey, I'm not telling you to quit your job, okay, because we all have different interests, and we're all facing different situations in our lives. So I cannot compare my situation with yours and vice versa. I don't know what your story is like, so I wouldn't, advise you to quit unless it's something that you want to do by yourself, because either way, that's a decision that can only be made by you and none other than you. So, yeah, take time, think it through. If there's something that you've always wanted to do, but you've never had the time to do it, I definitely would encourage you to find a way, create some time, reorganize your schedule, create your schedule. And by the way, I have a planner for you guys, that can help you to recreate and structure yourself, your workflow, in order to be more productive. I'll leave it in the description box below. You guys can grab it. Trust you me, ever since I started using it, oh my god, it's like a game changer, because now it's kind of helping me not to feel that overwhelmness and burn when it comes to trying to batch create my content that I'm supposed to upload here, post on my social media platforms, as well as, handle other things with regards to my business. So it's really teaching me to become more productive this year so that I can be able to achieve more. So if that is something that you're interested in, then I definitely will leave it in the description box below. Please be sure to grab it. So yeah, so that was it. I think those are some of the tips that I can share with you guys, and I do encourage you to listen to your heart and consider taking a leap of faith. Whatever it is that you want to do, put yourself out there, because there'll never ever be that perfect moment. Very many times I was always waiting for that perfect moment just for me to be able to take this stand that I've taken now. And guess what? It never came, because every day that I experienced happened to be the same. There was no change. So it was not until I decided to take that leap of faith and go ahead and do the needful, this is where I'm at today. So yeah, and I'm not saying that I will not go back to 9 to 5. I definitely will. I definitely will. But I think at the moment also, I'm grateful as well to be in this headspace. And one thing that I would tell you guys is, do not take this time, especially like if you've even quit your job and maybe you're not working at the moment, do not feel like this is the end of life. No, this is just a space and a time frame for you to reorganize yourself, for you to reorganize yourself and create do things differently, map out a new strategy, in terms of your productivity and how you want to show up for the rest of this year. So yeah, it's just a way to help you come out even way better and help you be able to conquer all those other different areas of your life. So that was it, guys. Thank you so much. And I will be sharing a lot of videos coming up in this content. Especially, I'll also be sharing with you guys, if you're looking forward to moving here to the UK, how do you craft a UK resume, cover letter, how is the job market here, and things of that sort. So yeah, I really do have a lot of career content that's going to be coming your way, and I'm sure you wouldn't want to miss that. So please be sure to turn on that bell. Give this video a thumbs up if you got any value or lessons from it, and I will definitely catch you in my next one. Bye for now.